My name is Nicola, and I work for Essential Skills Upgrading, ESU, in Cambridge. Mission is to provide employment-focused upgrading for adults so that they can build the essential skills to engage in the community and in the changing world of work. Our values are credibility and accountability, caring, working together, diversity, lifelong learning, and integrity. And we uphold those values with our own employees, our learners, facilitators in other agencies, the school board, and the people who fund our program, which is Employment Ontario, and also the Ministry of Labour, Training and Skills Development. We have a niche in our organization where we help people with employment skills, upgrading for the GED, and upgrading for independence. So we can provide reading, writing, math, and computer skills for those goals. If somebody hasn't had an assessment, that would be the first thing we would do. In order to find out what a learner's skills already are before we can work towards a goal and then set them up with a plan. If they haven't been assessed, then we can do that as well. And then we can figure out what they already know so that we can figure out what we need to teach them. The two ways that we refer out are, the first one is if somebody comes to our organization and this is the first place they've come, we would assess their skills. And if our program is not the most suitable place for them to start their upgrading, then we would refer them to somebody in our network, a better place for them to start their upgrading. And we have a form that we use to do that referral. The other time that we refer out is when somebody has completed what we can do with them and they're ready to move on to the next step. And again, we work very carefully with the agencies around us in our community so that we're always finding the best next step for our learners. Case scenario for referrals from other agencies is if the skills of the learner have already been assessed. Then we know when they come to us what they can already do. And we have all the information on the referral form that we need in order to set the learner up with a plan that is specific to their needs in accordance with the goal that they have. And that's the best case scenario for referrals coming from some other agency. That's a very fair question. And most of our learners ask us when they first start with us, how long will I be here? And it's a hard one to answer because it's based on so many moving parts. It depends on the goal. It depends on the skills they have. We've had people come for as short a time as 6 weeks when they just needed job-specific skills, like how to make change, use a cash register, count a float so they could get a job at Tim Hortons. And they're in and out very quickly with the skills they need, and they're confident. And then we have other people who've been out of school a very long time and they want to get ready for college or to get their GED. And then we dial it way back and we fill the gaps, and they're confident when they leave as well, but it may take a lot longer. It may take up to a year for some folks. One thing is that it is dependent on attendance. And so people typically come 4 half days a week, but not everybody can come in case they have work commitments. So during the pandemic, we have managed to get methods in place for distance learning and helping people when they're not in our class. And going forward, I think we're going to be able to help people with getting their skills faster so that if they're not in school, we can still support their learning from home.